Hello everybody, welcome back. We've just missed 2 hours because, two games have been unable to take place due to forfeits, but we are back with our final matchup of the day in this EU-GM League for average gamers. We are in week 4, and this is game 4, technically. So we have CDDB, the team in the blue, Cartel de Tough Boys, sorry. And in the red, we have Outplay Esports. In terms of team comps, obviously it's too hard to call this soon, but the trend has been more goats than anything else, so it wouldn't surprise me if this came out from the defensive team or the attacking team, like when it's their turn to attack. I mean, looking at the roster of Cartel de Tough Boys, that screams goats pretty much. Having 3 tank players in there, Kiko, Goldie, and Asef all play those tank roles. It would not surprise me to see that happening. But they've got quite a lot of quite a change in their roster. They usually have Wad in there. He isn't in there, which means Goldie has to come off the tank and put on the sports, which is why they brought Kiko in the first place to play the main tank. On the side of Outplay Esports, they look to be running. They're probably going to run goats. John's best will probably be on that this area. It wouldn't surprise me if they can goats out of the gate here. But anything can happen. A very interesting comp coming out from the defense, running solo support with the tank double sniper. They're going to be trying to play kind of space back, getting those picks and angling them. They can't really come stay too far up. Yeah, the goats is going to be coming out from the offense. They're going to be trying to basically run through the Kiko revenge here, and the fact that they're running solo support, it's going to put a lot of pressure on the defense, especially Kiko to cope with the aggression that Ghost uses. Right now, to Samori, i.e. Warm, so he goes by the name Mysterious as well. He manages to get the opening kill, but Roadkill does find 2, make that 3. He kind of carries his team to winning this fight here. They've almost got the point. Will it be contested? I don't think it will, and that is a very quick grab for the side of Outplay. Asef does get the democ on Ben 10, but Warm is going to go down. Fudge. Roadkill also finding a frag in Hacksaw with stagger kill there, making sure he gets bad spawn, and this Taylor just going to carry on moving. We're just going to start moving quite fast. Obviously, all 6 players of this Outplay Esports team are on it. Warm shouldn't really have a problem charging ult here. I mean, when you run into goats, spam heroes do tend to get them off very quickly, as it's a very tanky and healthy team you're running into, so you have more health to spam to get their health charge. But he is going to go down early, actually. Anti-Bang Fan also going to be falling, so it's 5v5 on the point, and I believe the Graviton from Roadkill just got 8 by Asef. A very good matrix coming in on his end, but still the offense are going to be winning the fight, and this payload's going to carry on moving. John Skabest with a good stagger kill on Paxel once again. Paxel being staggered out. The Diva Bomb is going to be used from the offense. Not going to find anything though. Who's going to contest the point though? 1.45 meters, and Warm is only just able to touch. He goes down, but now the rest of CDTV are on the point. But again, it's nothing but the side of Outplay Esports in the kill feed here. Roadkill finding another 2. Goldie's going to go down. Kiko, nice go, Rosen, both going to fall as well. And now 5 minutes and 45 seconds to grab this 3rd point. They're making some switches now. The defense are switching to double support, which is kind of what you need. They're running the Farah Hanzo, and they're really running Asef in the Fever, which is what I like. I mean, especially like the fact that he managed to eat that Graviton there. That's exactly what I like seeing Divas. Still, Diva I see is quite an underrated hero, despite obviously all the spotlight Zarya's getting with his meta. But I mean, Diva can be better in a lot of situations. But right now, ultras coming out from all over the place. Shatter going to be used from the offense. Good Shatter, but Kiko Revenge saves his team by pinning Anti-Bayern. So right now, still no frags for either team in this Traver fight. Yeah, the Diva Bomb is going to be coming out from Asef. What's he going to find? It's not going to get anything, but Hacksaw gets the opening kill of the fight onto his fellow Brigade. Offensive Graviton, not going to be eaten this time. Roadkill finding a kill on Hacksaw. Both Brigade's out of the fight. Fudge and Anti-Bayern both find a frag in Kiko and Warm. Asef and Nice Go Rosen both going to go down. Roadkill really right now the center of the success of
My ultimate is charging.
of Outplay Esports. He's getting these grabs fast, and I mean he's the one finding the frags. The shatter is going to be used from the defense. Kiko Revenge just find a good shatter there, but the follow-up isn't there as Roadkill takes him out again with the help of the Brigitte stun. And Spain fan with a good pin onto Nice Guy Rosen, as well as that he uses the shatter, finds two, gets another one in Goldie. The supports are out of the fight here. Just Haxel, the only support left here of the whole team. He goes down and it's a Z9 on the car. Well, kind of a half Z9 really. They were going to lose the fight anyway, but nonetheless, it is 3 points on the board from Outplay Esports. Well, no, they do have some. I mean, the CDTB don't really look comfortable here. They have got a few changes in their roster. I mean, they've still got the DPS of Warm, who, if you don't know, is Toshimori Chisato, and Hacksaw. They're still in their positions as well as Rosen, but we've got some changes. I mean, Ace is still on off tank, but the changes really is Goldie is now on the support. And Kiko's coming in on the main tank. So, I mean, I think Wad is someone they really need here. They're missing him right now because I mean the healing output he can have on his own, just like single-handedly, it's second to none. And I mean Goldie, a very good flex player, but it doesn't really bring that absolute carry of the support that Wad is to the team. He's not doing a bad job. It's just they don't look as comfortable. Obviously, they don't really run this sort of sticks usually. So they're just trying to get the hang of things here on Blizz World. They do lose 3 points with 4 minutes and 13 left. But again, if today's anything we want to go by in that first series, we don't want to judge it off with just one attack. Because what happened with White Forest and My Rage is that White Forest did grab 3 points for 2 minutes and something, but then My Rage just came back and did the exact same, and it's honestly anyone's game still here. The first move has been made from the team in the red. Some very good work, some very good overlap. And now it is CDTV's tend to run Goats, but they're not really running kind of a full Goats. Hacksaw actually through DPS, and Goldie's on the Zen instead of the Moira. Nice Guy Rosen takes 2 bodies and he's down straight away, and that might be a cause for CDTV to back up, but they're not going to be doing that actually. In fact, they're going to be going in. Gangster and Anti-Bayon fan both going to go down. Benteno as well falls to the headshots of Goldie. One finds a second on the Brigitte this fight, and again, this point looks to be going in the favour of CDTV here. Axel taking down Spella Hanzo as well. And after 50 seconds, not even that, the point is going to go to the side of CDTV. Right now, Ace and Nice Guy Rosen trying to push up, get that Graviton charge up, throw that spam in. He's a bit behind him, 37%. Kind of want a little bit more than that at the end of this fight, at the end of that first fight. Yeah, he tries to throw a bit of spam in. Yeah, he's getting a little bit more charge, but still, we should see him getting up to that Graviton faster. Especially now they're running far, and he's going to be able to get easy charge. And really, he's got a job to do against the side of that play. Haxel able to find one in Gangster. Probably Anti-Bayon fan also going down. Haxel does fall though, but 3 kills come in, 4 kills come in to the side of CDTV. Make that 5. The res does come in with Anti-Bayon, but he's going to go straight down again to see the focus of CDTV, and this payload is going to keep on moving. Right now, Goldie has the Transcendence to deal with the Graviton from Ben 10. There will be another fight, hopefully before the second point is achieved. They've got a touch though, are they going to be able to do it? Yes, 0.87 meters they are able to touch right now. Both teams in the fight here. A good shatter and Graviton combo from the offense, from the defense, sorry, but the Transcendence copes with that nicely, but still the barrage is what finds the kills in Nice Guy Rosen and Kiko Event, both of them going down, but Roadkill and Gangster both going to be falling as well. But the defense look to be winning this fight as the payload backs up just that tiny little bit, and the kills come in anytime now onto ASF. It should be down where it is. As the kills coming onto ASF, it's going to be a hold for the time being for the defense. Right now, ultimate economy looking pretty even between these two teams. The only ultimate on the board right now being Hacksaw's Dragon Strike, but John is going to get that back rep. We've got a few people close to their ultimates. Some nice go Rose, and he's about to get his actually, and fudge and bit. So right now, this fight is going to be very close to call. But Kiko swings the roadkill after being put in the air. Swings at the far end, manages to find the opening kill there. That is the lucky kill if I've ever seen one. And the second point is going to be going on the board for the side of CD2B. Kiko Revenge gets booped in the air by Gangster Puffy's mine. And I think roadkill was already kind of low, and Kiko already swinging hits roadkill with a swing and finds the opening kill of the fight, and then it's just a snowball from there really. Some good work though nonetheless. Clean up and grab this second point. At 4 minutes 20, they're already going to be less time, but they're really going to try and get this third point as soon as possible because they need to do so. They're close to the Graviton. So the Graviton, speaking of Graviton, is going to be used in the defensive favour. They're able to follow up on it as nice Gyros and Ace both go down. Ace thrown down to the tie. Gangster finding a second in Goldie. Samori, i.e. Warm, does find a kill, but he is going to be jumping off the ledge. And Hacksaw goes down as well to Gangster stand. Kiko Revenge spinning in takes him out, but I mean, he avenges his hands of Hacksaw, but he just forward and that's what gets back up, so it wasn't really worth it. So right now, the payload stopping for the time being in favour of the defence. I mean, just ratting down the time here is going to be good for the defense. If they kind of managed to hold. Oh, good shots coming in from defense as well, and the barrage has already done the damage to follow up. The Transcendence coming in slightly too late from Goldie there. Obviously, he stunned them down, so he couldn't have done better. But Fudge with 2 kills of his own onto Rosen and Warm. Gangster getting rezzed up, and he finds a kill as well. And Kiko, and again, a good fight won for the side of Outplay Esports. They're certainly living up to their name right now. DVTB being top of leaderboard, struggling here in this first map. Obviously, not having their full roster, but I mean, nonetheless, they should be playing that better than they are really. Right now, no kills coming in for either team, but the Graviton is going to be used for the defense. Although they aren't able to follow up on it, and Kiko finds 2. Warm also getting an headshot on roadkill, but a good res from John hiding behind the corner. Managing to get the res onto his fire. Kiko finds another kill, make that 2 as he takes down both the tanks of the defending side. One of them with the fire strike. Hacksaw with a good headshot onto roadkill 2 times in this fight. He's been taken out for a headshot of a sniper. Right now, 2 minutes and 20 seconds. 2 minutes is a reasonable time to grab 3 points here. They need to win the fight though to do so. Azzy has the shatter. You see him use that and he finds 2. Goldie goes down. He might be going down here. And he is a good pin from Azzy takes him out of the fight. Ben10 also going to go down. So it's 5v5 on the car right now. Acef makes it in his team's favour. He pops the Diva Bomb. What's he going to find? He just finds Gangster Puppy. And right now the offense are looking good here. Just slightly. They need to get this payload through though. But they need to get the kills. They find John. But that's all they're going to find as Kiko's the last one on the car. He gets Fudge, but he goes down, and for now the side of Outplay Esports are going to be holding here. Roadkill with a good deflect kill onto Goldie. Just stagger him out. Obviously he can't res himself. With 1 minute and 25 seconds left, especially with this team of Outplay Esports being able to grab 3 points with 4 minutes and 13 spare. Things are not looking ideal right now for the team sitting at the top of the bracket. The Dragon Strike is going to be used from Hacksaw, not really for anything. He just wants to split the team up, but I mean, the offense don't do well to capitalize on that, but as I said, that Roadkill and Gangster are both going to be going down. There's 4v6 on the card, and Kiko goes in for the pin. He's not going to find anything, and he goes down. That's a big kill. Both lines so out of the fight. Goldie's going to be looking to get the res onto Kiko here, and he managed to do so successfully. Warm and Nice Guy Rosen and Acef all with the cleanup. Benson goes down, Fudge and John both in a fall. Roadkill goes down, Gangster goes down to the same victor, to the same culprit of Warm, and they manage to get 3 points on the board. Ladies and gentlemen, we have quite a series already. It's not over yet on this map of Blizzworld. Right now, a great contest between these two teams here. On paper, you might expect CDTB to give a simple 3-0 win, but that's definitely not what's happening here, as Outplay are, as I said earlier, living up to their name. Right now, CDTB needs to think, okay, we've got so much less time than Outplay here, 3 minutes 34 less in fact. What are we going to do to swing things in our favour? And they're probably discussing it right now, actually, what to run. They seem pretty confident though in running. They might run the dive actually with people on the Winston. Wouldn't surprise me to see that coming out. The defense looks to be running a May. Are they running a May? Why do you run a May here? I mean, running a May into the comp that CDTB have out right now, it's not going to go their way, because Haxel just needs to get on the high ground and spam from up there, and obviously a May's gonna struggle to take out a fire. I might be able to do so, but I mean, that's not the best pick. And you see here, this is a great setup to CDTB. They're sandwiching them right now. Haxel managing to take down Roadkill. Obviously, the main tank of the defense can't shield from both ways that CDTB are coming from, and Warm and Haxel are able to benefit off that. They find frags. Haxel finding a third in this fight. Warm finding a second. Haxel 4 kills in that fight from him, and he's already up to close anyway to the Dragon Strike. Now we're able to grab the point. Now overtime is upon us for this round. The question is, are they going to change their comp? They are. They're going to run Bastion on the car. I expected that to come out, and that's not very good. As now Anti switched to the Winston, so he's going to have a hard time now running into Hando Bastion. He is going to get hard focused, but hopefully Roadkill is going to be calling his bar, and Anti-Bane might switch back onto Ryan, but right now it's too close. Well, now Anti-Bane's going to be on the point. He's probably going to go down. No, he survives with about 1 health, literally 1 bar. Roadkill obviously losing the fire battle to his fellow farer. Haxel as well with the kill onto Anti. Haxel really standing out right now. He's the one finding frags. Usually Warm's the one in the spotlight, but I mean today, so far, Haxel really has been picking off in his hands though, especially in this round. And this payload is going to be going through to the 5th point right now. They're going to even contest. Ben 10 looking to hide behind the cart. Yeah, no, hide behind the counter, and he's going to get on the point, but he's going to be taking out Mech, and he's going to go down. And that is 2 points now. 2 more points on the board for this attacking team here. CDTV. They have the ultimates to back up this third phase as well. They have the Barrage, the Dragon Strike, the Valkyrie. They've got the Transcendence as well. Look at the defense. They have nothing to work with. And right, I mean, the offense are going to be using ults quite early here, and if they don't find the frags, that might be kind of a good thing for the defense to go in. But ASF does get a kill onto Anti-Bane. Ben 10 losing the mech as well. The tank fight is completely gone for this defense, and this is not what you want if you're on the side of Outplay here to Warm as well with the double kill. John and Ben 10 both going to be going down. He does die though. He's going to be picked right back up. Haxel with the double kill as well. Make that 3 in quick succession, 4 in quick succession. Haxel, as I say, he's popping off. Look at him dominating the kill feed on his own with the headshot kill onto Anti to clean things up. And this payload is going to be going through to the top. And Haxel with a spawn kill onto Gangster. Some great work from him. He is in the spotlight right now. And my MVP, to say least, of this first match. But Roadkill showing he can do stuff in the hands of himself as he finds 2. But is it going to be enough? We don't know. Warm is cleaning up. He takes down Ben 10. He takes down 5. Is everyone going to touch a point? No! And it is 6 points for the side of CDTV. Second time we've seen that today. I mean, check for CDTV there. The right now the team in the red, Outplay Sports, after a good display from them in the first attack, now they're under the pressure, and they've got an obstacle to overcome here. They're going to grab 6 points as well. They do have the time to do it. They have 4 minutes and 34 seconds, so you could see it happen. We have a disconnect, I believe, coming onto Axel. We might see a pause here. Yes, we are.
There's work to be done.
But right now, I think Outplay there might have been best if they ran the Zarya as soon as they could and just stuck with it until they had like a Graviton or something, and then that would have probably been the best opportunity for them to win a fight. The fact that they kept making these switches, it wasn't so good. It wasn't so good for the side of Outplay. I just got information coming in now. Haxel did disconnect. He had 500 ping, so he ends up DCing. I mean, the fact that he can do that on that ping is ridiculous if that's true. But yeah, we're going to be waiting. 5 minutes left until it has to be a 5v6, so he's got that long to get back. Yeah, honestly, a great start to this series between these two teams. We're going to be going whilst this pause is underway and we wait for Axel to get back. We're going to be going for a commercial on. If you're just looking at the stream and you're thinking, how do I join? How do I get some of this action? There will be a guide you are about to see, and pay attention closely. I will see you in a few. Okay, we are back, and perfect timing. Haxel just joined. We are going to be unpausing it here. I hope you enjoyed that guide on how to become a free agent and how to join teams. What we want to see is this community grow and see more teams like this, so we get more great content. I mean, for me to cast, for you to watch, and yeah. So right now, the 4th round of Blizz World, we are on the 2nd attack for the team in the red. Outplay Esports need to think of a composition to run. They're preparing their attack right now, and they are going to be running Orisa Hog on the offense. Soldier, an offensive Soldier. This is a very interesting composition coming out from Outplay here. Running an offensive Soldier. And I'm running Orisa Hog on the offense. And nice corrosion and Haxel both find some headshot kills. Nice corrosion with great volley onto Gangster. He's going to be put back up, but Ben 10 is not going to be resurrected. Neither will Rogue, so he gets taken out by Swarm here. And a good start coming in for CBDB here. Obviously grabbing 6 points there. They're in a very favourable position to win this first match of the series. And especially after winning that first fight, they're just going to be looking to run down the clock here. And running Bastion as a 6-stack, he's got to be coordinated as a team and play around this Bastion. This is exactly what they're doing right now. And he's not the one getting the kills, but he really is popping off. Nice go, Rosen does go down, but he's going to be picked right back up. Kiko does find a kill onto the Gangster. He gets picked up as well, but again, Fudge is not going to be brought back to life. Ben 10 also fallen, and again it has to be a regroup here for Outplay Esports. A very slow-paced round so far. I mean, what they can do here is just kind of go around the right side, maybe go under and get onto point. That's what I do. Or you go, no, you see, yeah, the side. Oh, that's actually huge. I was gonna say CDTV backing up nicely and keeping organised here, but that's exactly not what just happened. As ASEP is going to go down, they lose 2 right off the bat here. Again, ASEP, Kiko, and Hacksaw all going to fall to make it 5. And this point, Goldie though was the kill to Fudge. And make that 2! He finds 2 kills! You can't help but laugh at that. Goldie finding 2 as the Battle Mercy. Yeah, he falls. With 2 minutes and 35 seconds left, this first point, 4th point for this team is going to go to Alpha. Right now, I'd just like to see CDTV just stack ultimates, get 6 ultimates in the war. Because then what they can do is they'll lose the fight, yeah, sure, but then they can drain ultimates out and they use all 6 in the fight, and that will win. Like, their chances of that not like very rich. But no, they're going to be committing lots of ultimates to this fight. They're going to be using Barrage and they're going to be using Dragon Strike. They do get the team kill, so it's worth it. Obviously going for a different strategy to one I would shot call myself. But, I mean, it's better doing that than losing the fight and using ultimates. So, ASEP, look at him right now. He's in a very, very sneaky position here. Look where he's set up. He's on the side behind a tree, so it's hard to see. He's going to use a tank configuration. He finds one sneaky play coming in from him. Is he able to get a second? And the Ben 10 flies in sky. Yes, he is able to get a second. Ward is here now, so we might see a switch up for the second map there. But Hacksaw is able to find 2. Warm able to find a kill in Gangster as well.
My ultimate is ready.
My ultimate ability is ready.
60 seconds minimum.
Hacksaw finding the first kill of the fight. Good headshot onto Gangster Puppy. John also going to be falling, so it's a 4v6 right now. And with 45 seconds left, you cannot be wanting that outcome. You're on the offense here. 35 seconds, time is beginning to run out, and ultimates are stacked for both teams here. Both teams having at least 4 ultimates as the defense do have 5. They're going to be using the drum actually very early here. In fact, they're going to be using 2 ultimates here. The offensive Dragon Strike is going to be coming in to know that Anti-Dane fans will take down Warm after he finds one with the Barrage. Ace is going to be taking out the drum. Fudge just get picked up by Hacksaw with a 3-piece with the help of Kiko's pull. And that is going to, I mean, that's a cut to the back of the knee, that is, for the size of our play sports. They're going to be unable to touch, and with a score of 6-4, the side of CDTV picking up the first map. Let's watch player of the game before we go to a commercial.
Play of the game.
Hacksaw is bound to be, isn't it? Is it at the end? Yes, it is. Oh no, it's not at the end. It's not the end one. Okay, Hacksaw with a good player of the game here. Maybe not the one he should have had it for, but Rosen and Kiko, roadkill and Fudge with the cards. Right, so we are, I mean, we're coming in now. We should see the full starting roster of CDTV next, but for now we are going to be going to a commercial, and we will see you back here with the second map of Lijiang Tower in just a jiffy.
Hey all you gamers out there! Want the latest updates, news, and reviews? At Gaming Cypher, we write articles about all the hottest games. Share stories from the biggest events of the year, work with an amazing staff, and even create our own content.
Bam! Okay, wow.
We know how big the gaming world is out there, so when it comes to staying informed, we've got your back. Gaming Cypher, the leading independent video game news source. Follow us today.
Hello everybody, once again welcome back. I mean, if you just tuned into the stream now, you just missed a hell of a first map on Blizz World between CDTV, who you see in the blue, and Outplay Esports in the red. The end score being 6-4 towards the team on your left. But right now we are on a new environment, a new map type. It is Control. It was KOF, sorry, and it is Lijiang Tower, starting off with Control Center between these teams. I mean, I expect to be seeing like either May Reaper, Junkrat Reaper, or Goats coming out of these teams here. Right now, obviously, it's too hard to call because you don't know how to switch up your compositions right until 0 seconds. So, I mean, neither team has to set up for defense, unlike some of the other map types. So you can't really talk about it, but on a map as closed in as this, Goats and May Reaper and stuff like that can be very, very good. But right now, in terms of comps, yeah, Goats is going to be coming out from Outplay Esports, but Double Spam is going to be coming in CDTV. Both teams choosing to initiate onto the point early, and kind of that, to be honest, that favours Hacksaw on this far now. It's interesting why Hacksaw is on fire instead of Warm in this team now. And maybe Warm has to go or something. But Anti-Ban initiating onto Nice Guy Rose, and a good opening kill for the team in the red. Goldie though makes things even. Both Ryans fragging out with 1 kill early onto supports here. 5v5 on the point. Obviously Warden might be looking to get a rest here. Tani's going down, that brings the fight in the favour of Outplay Sports. They get 2 more. Ben 10 and John going to be finding the frags onto Warden. Goldie, Hacksaw and Asef both go down, and the Goats comp prevails for this fight as Outplay Esports grab the point, and I mean Roadkill almost up to the Graviton already. Coalescence also up for this side, now defending the point. We've got to be looking to see whether Tarnies and Hacksaw can get value out of their ultimates early on here. We might see Tarnies. I mean, Hacksaw trying to, I mean, he's going to get nothing. He gets shut down completely here. Ben 10 able to eat him and kill Hacksaw. Ben 10 also be able to find Goldie. Nice Guy and Ward both going to be falling, both the supports seem to be going down. Except does fall at the end there. Tarnies as well resetting himself. And again, a good fight coming out. A different story from Outplay Esports here, as they have 45% on the point. And so far anyway, it's been a very dominant display from them. But as you look at the top, Wad, Goldie, Asef, all have their ultimates. Rosen will have his 2, and 0 ultimates going to be up. Well, actually 1 as Ben 10 has the self-destruct. Anyway, not a lot of ultimates up. Outplay. Graviton is going to be using pretty good. It's just fine too, and they're going to be able to follow up on John. Not so much on Roku, and keeping a max energy Zarya alive is very beneficial. Ben 10 able to what that might be a big bomb, but no, the kills come in for CDTV as Fudge and Gangster Puppy both fall. Roadkill going to go down as well. 55% on another grab, so that's quite good for their team. But after 80%, this point is going to be going back in the favour, or in the favour for the first time to CDTV. Roadkill not really struggling with getting the energy. Obviously, Chinese and Hacksaw feeding him nicely as they're running double spam. It's kind of inevitable. The gear up was going to be used from the side of Outplay Esports. So they're going to be initiating very aggressively here onto Goldie here. Goldie's in trouble. He goes down. Ben 10 does take him out of the fight. Roadkill going to go down though. It's a very good ult from Hacksaw, meaning that Roadkill will not be able to get up that grab this fight. You will have it for next fight, but right now that's not when you need it, as Goldie pops off and Anti-Bayan and John go to their grave. Tiny's able to take down Ben 10 as well. Gangster falls as well. And a good fight coming in for CDTV here. They still have the ultimates as well. They've got... That's interesting. Roadkill almost up to the Graviton, and they switch the comms. So Ben 10 now on the Zarya and Roadkill on the Hanzo. That is a very controversial shot here. The Shatter is going to be used from Goldie. It's quite big at finds 2, and he manages to block anti-Shatter as well. Neither Shatter finding the kill, but right now, oh, Asef, what did you do? He grabs the wall, finding Zero. He forgot about the nerf on his toes, but Roadkill is going to be the one to pop off, finding 2, including a headshot onto Nice Guy Rose. And Antiban gets the better of his fellow Reinhardt here. John finds Tarnies, and this is exactly what Outplay Esports need here to take the point back. It should be a matter of time before it happens, but Asef still is alive. He finds Gangster Puppy before he goes down. He falls. And right now, Hacksaw, the only one left on the point, he will fall Ben 10. And 86% on the board, but the possession of the point is flipped back in the favour of Outplay Esports here. In terms of ultimates, right now, both teams have the resources, but the team in the blue have the ultimates to work with. Whilst, maybe even 4, they're close to the Graviton, but right now in terms of ultimates, a lot of them are going to be used. Power Arch, the Transcendence and the Valkyrie all going to be used, and the thing is they're still, even that's going to hurt them, as Ben 10 takes down Hacksaw. Gangster going to be taken down by Tarnies, but now the kills come in for both teams. What this fool, he pays his price for getting the res off Tarnies though, with the kills, taking down Fudge and John. The healing presence completely gone for Outplay. Goldie able to take down his counterpart, and Hacksaw finds his fellow DPS. 90% on the point. Are they going to be able to touch? That is the question. I'm not sure they are, you know. 95% on the point. 6, 7, 8, 9. No, the McCree might be able to get on it. Yes, he's able to touch, but he is going to be going down. And a good shatter coming in from Goldie. Is he able to follow up though? He does find Ben 10. The Graviton is going to be used from him before he dies, but the follow-up is not going to be there on that part. Roadkill able to get the kill on Nice Guy Rosen, so right now this fight is not quite over, especially as the Coalescence is used from Outplay Esports. The beat is well being committed. They have to commit everything here, and they get the kills to back it up as Anti-Bane finds both of the tanks of CDTV here. Gangster taking down the far of Hacksaw. Tarnies loses the tie, and he's taken down by Gangster as well. Ben 10 takes down Wad, and 100 to 99 in the favour of Outplay Esports. They are not out of it yet, ladies and gentlemen. A great start from the team on the right of your screen here. Outplay Esports with the 1-0 lead. They've made the first move on control center, but it is not over just yet. After right now, the section being Night Market, a lot of comps can come out here. You can run a lot of things, but right now, I'm kind of liking the comp of CDTV a lot more. Now they're running goats. And obviously Goat being very good in this meta. We could see a 1-1 here, but it could go either way. Anything can happen if this series is anything to go by. 6-4, and then in general, you kind of expect the unexpected here. Right now, both teams going to be initiating on the outside of the point here. No kills for either. As I say that, Asef is able to take down Anti-Bane. He capitalises on the mistake he made to dive in there. Hacksaw able to take down Ben 10's mech as well. Tarnies finds Fudge, and this is all CDTV right now. Tarnies finding a second in Ben 10. Roadkill does go down as well. And good work from them means that they grab the point first this time. They're almost up to that coalescence. I mean, it's pretty much all the time you'd be up to that coalescence with this comp. And Moira obviously getting a lot of benefit of healing these tanks. In general, everyone. Healing spray does go through targets. Goldie able to take down Gangster Puppy. A good start from the defending team here. Tarnies and Nice Guy Rose to make it 3-0 this fight. Ben 10 is going to lose the mech here, and if they leave him out of mech, they're going to do it. Ben 10 is going to probably have to jump off the edge, which is catastrophic. No, I tell you what, he's going to go into spawn, switch to Zarya, and then he's probably going to switch back to D.Va, or he's going to stick on. No, he's going to stick on the Zarya. Okay. So right now, Outplay Esports switching over to the pharmacy. I think it can do the job of kind of countering goats, but it's got to be its job. Roadkill exactly doing that, taking out Wad. That's exactly the tool you want when dealing with goats. It's all of that healing. Most of the team's healing is going to be going out into the bin. But Hacksaw managing to find 2, Asef finding 1 as well. The off tank of the team in the blue doing a good job in keeping their team in the fight here. Asef, as I said, taking down John. Gangster popping it down again. Hacksaw, the off tank, once again getting a kill. And 75% on the board all of a sudden. It's just gone like that. I mean, you blink and you miss it. Hacksaw able to take down his fellow Zarya. And look at him right now, he's looking like Christmas tree how high energy he is. I mean, it's not quite that time of year yet, but I mean, Hacksaw's going to celebrate Christmas early. But right now, this GOAT's comp is certainly working for CBTV. The Graviton is going to be used. It's quite a big grab. They're going to use Transcendence, though, the side of Outplay to keep their team up here. And Anti-Bane gets the first kill of the fight onto Tani's. Roadkill going to go down, makes things even. Goldie gives his team the slight advantage. Fudge goes down, but Goldie goes down himself to his fellow Ryan. John Skabes does res Roadkill as well. So now it's, I mean, I say the fight's going to be in the favour of the blue team, but Rosen takes down Ben 10. A good beat from him does mean that this fight is very even. Nice guy Rosen going to get low. Is he going to go down low? Not quite yet. Hacksaw though going to take down John. Tarnies takes down Roadkill, and this is where CDTV take the fight in their favour. Overtime clock kicks down. Nobody's able to touch on 100-0. A completely different story from last point. And it's 1-1 all of a sudden on the map of Lijiang Tower. As the clock kicks down and we get on with this third section of Lijiang Tower, it's 1-1. CDTV just need to win this to wrap the series up and win it. While it's not quite over yet for the team in the red. But I mean, right now looking at the team comps, both teams kind of opting with a similar comp, except Outplay going with the pure goats while Hacks and Wad are working on the pharmacy. Outplay Esports the one to take control of the point. Will they grab possession of it though? That we will wait and see. Right now they are going to be grabbing possession of the point as Night Guy Rosen tries to contest. He finds an early grave. And the thing is, this is not what you want if you're on the side of the team to be here. But now, if they wanted to, Outplay Esports could just run in on them and then boom, you've got staggers. And winning a fight, like winning the first fight so late, after the kind of the percentage has already gone up quite a bit, that's not going to be good for the team in the blue. But Goldie and Hacksaw both going to be going down. Goldie goes in for the pin, but he's unable to find the frag. Ben 10 also, again, putting Hacksaw out of the game as he just eat the barrage that he managed to generate so quickly. And again, nothing but the side of Outplay Esports in that left side of the kill field, and Nice Guy Rosen is going to be falling. He's going to be resetting himself. But 40% on the point. It's only been one proper fight, really. And already almost halfway up. They're going to be going into bridge side this time. They're going to be initiating the pressure. We know the Graviton is going to be used. And I tell you what, that's a really good Diva Bomb as well, because it's kind of... I'll tell you what, I'll bring up after this fight, but right now... Okay, so the Graviton splits Goldie and Rosen up. It gets them both, but they're both on either side of the pillar. So Goldie's stuck on the inside of the pillar, and Nice Guy Rosen's stuck on the outside of the pillar. The Diva Bomb's thrown on the outside of the pillar, so Goldie is unable to shield Nice Guy Rosen. It's quite ironic because Goldie was the one who ended up going down for the bomb, but yeah, it was a very good. That's just, I can guarantee they probably meant to do that, to be fair. Some good work from them ensured that they won the fight, but now we are on a new fight, 82%, and the shatters coming in for both teams. Everyone is down. But right now, no focus coming in for either team quite yet. Gangster Puppy is going to get low. He can't go down here, but Roadkill finds the opening flag in. Goldie, 93% on the board. It is now or never for the side of CDTV. But they have lost their main tank, and when running a comp that they are, they can't really do that early. Right now, no more kills coming in for either team yet. But as I say, that Roadkill finds the second of the fight. He uses the grab. He really is popping off right now. Fudge and Benton able to follow up on his grab. The Graviton comes out from the side of CDTV, but unable to get the follow-up they are. But right now, that is going to be it. And the side of Outplay Esports makes things interesting, ladies and gentlemen. We are 1-1 going into the third map of Watchpoint Gibraltar.
Play of the game.
You see it right there. A good double root as well. Teabag. But we are going to be going to a little break here. Give you a bit of entertainment. I'll be a commercial. Sorry for the stream. But we'll be back just in a second with the third map of Watchpoint Gibraltar. It is going to pack a show. It's going to give a show. But don't you go anywhere. Blink and you'll miss it.
Hey all you gamers out there. Want the latest updates, news, and reviews? At Gaming Cypher, we write articles about all the hottest games. Share stories from the biggest events of the year. Work with an amazing staff. Yeah, and even create our own content.
Bam! Okay, wow.
We know how big the gaming world is out there, so when it comes to staying informed, we've got your back. Gaming Cypher, the leading independent video game news source. Follow us today.
Arriving at Watchpoint Gibraltar.
I mean, I was gonna say welcome back, guys, but we have another pause coming in here. I believe War might be coming back in, maybe. But and again, anything can happen. We don't really know the details yet. So I'm gonna leave you to think a little bit of how this third map's gonna go. Don't be afraid to make a prediction in the stream, and it will fuel my curiosity to see what you guys think. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are back with our third map of Watchpoint Gibraltar. If you missed it, I mean, I'm going to recap here anyway. DDGB picking up the first map with a score of 6-4 on Blizzworld, and then Outplay bringing things even with a score of 2-1 on Lijiang. Goats being the very dominant comp in this series so far. I mean, if you missed it, if you missed the detail, it's something I noticed on Lijiang. So CDTB, Outplay run goats on the first section and they win, and then they switch off goats, and CDTB runs goats for the second section and they win, and then Outplay runs goats for the third section, CDTB doesn't, and Outplay wins. I mean, it's just a trend, isn't it? Goats obviously very strong in this meta. I mean, obviously I'm not saying it's just because of the team comp. Some individual players were really showing off in that map of Legion Tower, especially. I mean, there's both the Zarya's of Outplay. But right now we are on the third map, and this is somewhere where Goats isn't exactly used as much. Dive. I mean, where Dive is good, it's here or never, really, isn't it? I mean, Dive is a lot better here than on a lot of other maps. I mean, it can work on other maps, but this is really the opportunity to run Dive. Obviously, you have that versatility between jumping off the high ground without using your cooldowns, and then using your cooldowns to chase, and then just hiding up the high ground and hiding on the low ground. There's so much terrain that you can take advantage of when running Dive. But they're going to have to run Dive into a bastion, which is going to be very, very hard for them if Goldie gets focused down correctly. Right now, Bastion not even on the cut actually. Goldie is going to be pulled to the edge of the high ground, and he's going to have to use the bubble to ensure that he doesn't get focused to his death. But a good nade on John means that he falls early to the body shot of John. What does fall down though? So it's 5v5 on this fight here. Roadkill again, he finds one, but now he's down, so it's a 4v4. It's too close to cooling right now, ladies and gentlemen, between the teams. But Gangster Puppy has the opportunity to set up on the cart, and that's not going to be good for the defense. Oh, what can they do though? I mean, that's a great nade again. Wad with 2 good nades already. Hacks are able to finish off him there. Gangster Puppy to Samurai. Wad is able to find 2. Anti-Bane and Fudge both going to be going down. Ben 10 loses the mech, and they're going to stagger him as well. They might let him get mech back and then just sleep him or something.
Nano boost almost ready.
No, they're probably just going to kill him, yeah. Asaph able to finish down his third Diva there. Look at where Wad is as well. He goes for the spawn camp headshot onto roadkill. That was ruthless on his part, just literally sitting by the spawn, getting a headshot onto the game view of roadkill, and now just backing up without any punishment whatsoever. I mean, you should not be allowed to do that. Right now, Wad on his armor. I mean, his armor can be quite famous in my opinion. I think his armor is very good, and his nades are already standing out. Whether it's to help his team or to help the enemy team, the D1's going to be from the defense. It's not going to find anything, but still the kills come in for the team in the blue, and they have the ultimates now to hold for even longer. They have 4 ultimates on the line. Whilst if you look at the offensive team, the best they have is 90%, sorry, but after that 67%. They only have a Valkyrie to use. So I mean, the pressure is definitely on them to win fights here. The ultimate economy is going to be interesting to pay attention to see what teams do here with the fact that they have so many ults, which ones they use, which ones they don't, etc. They're going to be going with the nano blade here. It does find one. Yeah, that's all it's going to find, but Tsutsumori, i.e. Wad, I keep calling him Tsutsumori, but Asaph and Wad are able to work together to take down Ben 10. Haxel does go down, but the fight is won for the defense again. They only have 1 ultimate to work with now, though. Goldie kind of hiding behind the boxes, shall we say, trying to not give away so he can get an easy dive off. But again, Warm able to take down Gangsta Puppy after he's challenged by the Tracer. And again, he's still able to stay alive onto that high ground. The D1's going to use from the offense, and it's going to find Warm. Warm does go down, and is this play going to be contested? Look at it. Okay, yeah, it is. But roadkill is going to get red barrel cup. Transcendence being used from both teams on the car here. Now the next few kills are very important because it will swing the fight in their team's favour. Yeah, there it is, the opening, but Fudge does go down, but roadkill finds 2 with the help of the Mercy Savage, and a Z9 on the car! No! CTB with the Z9. I mean, they might have lost the fight anyway, but again, it was kind of hard to call that. Warm, the only one left alive after Haxor and Asaph both get taken down, but the fight is going to be going, and the point as well, is going to be going in the favour of I mean, he's going to go down and he's going to get staggered. But 2 minutes 25 isn't a lot of time to grab the second phase, and it can be a very awkward place to attack if you lose the first fight. Gangsta Puppy able to get the opening kill onto Rose, and Wad also going to be falling low, and this is exactly what you want on the offense. This is the best thing that you can do to grab the second point and win that mid-phase fight. Asaph able to take down John Suez though, so things are going to be more difficult for them than they think. Goldie as well taking down Fudge, so 2 supports, both supports going down in the offense. Asaph able to take down Anti-Bane Van, the healing is not there for the offense. They lose another in Gangsta Puppy, and now it's going to be very interesting to see what they do here. They have the ultimates, they have the blade, they have the Diva Bomb, they have the Valkyrie, the Tracer Bomb, they have the Transcendence as well, so they have 5 ultimates in this fight. But they're gonna have to really be clever in taking this second point here. John almost, I mean, in fact, he does go down. He does get basically one clip by War, but Gangsta Puppy with a Tracer play of his own as he finds Tattoo in Haxor and Goldie. Asaph losing the mech as well. He will go down, and Warm falls to Wad with a nade and a direct hit onto Roadkill, almost taking him out, but he's going to be able to get out. Roadkill is going to be able to stay alive. What's going to be able to get out. Right now, both these teams contesting the car, but the kills coming in for the offense. Zanti Bane and Ben 10 both find 1. Roadkill finding Nice Guy Rosen. Haxor is going to go down 2. And all of a sudden, from what seems to be a very difficult map for Outplay, now it's looking quite good for them. They're able to get the stagger kill as well onto Warm. Roadkill with the final blow there. He's on the high ground now, trying to get that Genji ult, and he actually has it. So, I mean, he's going to be looking to take down. I mean, what would be ideal is that Gangsta Puppy could get that pulse bomb, and then they can bait out the Transcendence with it. That's the idea. Oh, what? No! What are you doing? I don't think that's what you need to do there. He goes for the Transcendence. It might not have been worth it, as now there's nothing really stopping from Roadkill from popping off. I mean, Worm has to do a job under the beat if Roadkill pops that Genji Blade. But, I mean, nonetheless, it's not that bad a thing. As Nice Guy Rosen already 35% on the new one, Goldie popping off does mean that that CDTV do win the fight.
My spirit grows strong.
The side of Outplay looking to get onto this high ground, kind of prepare their dive. They're going to be looking to get on Nice Guy Rosen or Rod here. This good shatter coming in from Goldie, finds two. Haxor able to follow up with the dash onto Gangster. The Genji Blade though going to be used from Roadkill, finds one. Make that Genji Blade from Haxor as well, as he finds one more. And again, CDTV looking to be winning this fight, and if they keep this payload where it is, it's an easy distance to get to on Watch Point, providing you take that second point swiftly. I mean, right now though, nothing is set in stone. 30 seconds left. A lot of ultimates are up for the defense. It isn't exactly good. Oh, they switched to goats. Okay. Haxor is going to have a hard time. Now, obviously Genji not really doing a good thing to run into goats. You've got Moira to deal with, Zarya to deal with, the Weak to deal with. It's kind of a list really, but the D1's going to be used from Asep, does find Roadkill. Anti-Bang fan also going down, so the defense look to be winning the fights. Rosen and Asep find the kill each. And as this overtime clock will be counting down, 2 points and 58 meters is all that Outplay are going to get. And that is all that's standing between CDTV and a continued undefeated record.
Switching sides.
Right now, I think Outplay do have a job to do in holding that distance. They've really got to kind of take as much time out on these first two phases as they can. They can't afford to lose the first or the second phase really quickly, otherwise they're going to be at a huge disadvantage. They really need to show it to put on a show here on this first and second phase of Gibraltar in order to win this map. It still can be done. Anything can happen. But let's see the comp that they're going to bring out in order to do so. In terms of the defense, of Outplay, we are going to be able to tell their composition first, as obviously they've got to set up before the zero, while the attackers can switch all the way up until it starts. I mean, they can switch at any time, so yeah, I mean, on the defense, they look to be running the solo tank. They're probably going to be on double support. The Lucid Zen I do not agree with.
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
But yeah, no, they're going to be running Mercy Zen. So they're going to be running the Junkrat, Soldier, Hanzo, Mercy Zen, Marissa. That's probably what they're going to be running. But looking at the team comps on the offense, that's probably not where they're going to run. So don't try and judge that. If they run it, I'll be extremely surprised when they're basking without a shield and etc. Now Goldie's going to be on the Winston. What's going to be on the Mercy? Yeah, that's a standard dive with a Widowmaker. Shake things up here. They've got that pick power to finish it on if Worm gets these headshots with double bodies. So right now, let's see whether Outplay Esports can hold here to win the series, or whether CDTV will take things in another. We'll take another victory and keep their record as pristine to zero. But his payload isn't even being contested right now. Nice Guy Rosen has gone down, but yeah, there's the contest coming in from Outplay. They're dropping down. Goldie jumping in the air, trying to get. Oh, and he lands in a trap, and he's going to get taken out by Anti. Haxor with a double kill. Make that a triple. Is it going to be 4? He helps get a 4. Is he going to finish off the Zen as well? He's able to help do so, but Haxor really making that fight happen as he finds a 4th final blow of the fight. And Haxor really the one standing out on this round so far. He's Yeah, you just have that Genji blade as well, so... I mean, if we see a snowball here, it's going to be devastating for the team in the red.
My ultimate is ready.
Right now, Outplay Esports kind of positioned on the high ground, trying to dive in without using their cooldowns. Obviously, it's kind of a set in stone rule. But Goldie with the double kill to open things up. That's going to really not be good for Outplay Esports. They lose 4 now. Nice guy Rosen with some DPS play of his own on the Zenyatta. Anti-Bane and John both going to be going down to the headshots. Make that 3 kills for Rosen as he finds Fenton and Hacksaw overtaking out of net. And this payload is going to be uncontested going into the second point, and that is definitely not a good thing. Oh no, they are going to contest it. But no, that is going to be it. Roku going down to the mine. Gangster Puppy going to be killed as well. And now all that's between them and a win, a series win here is it's half a phase in 5 minutes and 43 seconds. And I mean, if they don't pull that off, that's abysmal. The dive is going to be going in onto Warm. They're unable to get the kill there, but as I say that, the dash from Roku, the Transcendence is going to be used as well as the deep wall. I'm not really sure what that bomb's going to do. It's not going to do anything really. Hacksaw is going to pop the Genji blade as well though. He does find one. He finds 2. He does go down, but the damage might have already been done. Roadkill does demake ASF though, and he takes him out of the fight. Goldie though, shutting him down nicely. This payload probably will keep on moving forward here, but they've got to keep Rosen up, and they're not able to do so. So now only 2 left on the top for the offense. But yeah, able to get the res off onto Rosen, as well as that ASF and nice guy. Rosen are able to find the kills in Ben 10 and Gangster's payload's going to keep on moving. It's coming in to the destination now. Ben 10 needs to get that Diva Bomb off. Wad close to the Valkyrie, so we're going to be seeing him using that. John's already using his, so I mean this is good for the offense right now. They're going to be using the Diva Bomb. What's going to find? It's not going to find anything, and that's not what we need, especially if Warm and Ace have both find sides for the offense. Warm does go down though. Ward able to get the reds on tonight to go. Rosen, John as well going down. So yeah, this is going to be going in the favour of CDTV now on the edge of closing the series out. Are they going to be able to do it here? Not quite yet, as this point is contested by Gangster. He's going to be forced to recall though, but now the players come back for the defense, for the team in the red. They get on the cart, 3 of them now, the Winston, the Diva and the Tracer, but all of them go down. The beat though is going to be used so they can contest that a little bit longer, but all that's between CDTB and victory now is to clean up. Hacksaw uses the blade to do so. He does find one. Roadkill going down as he pops his blade. And nobody... I mean, they get the kill to Warm though. As well as that ASAP losing the next, the things aren't quite over yet for the defense, but now Goldie and nice guy Rosen with the cleanup onto the tank. Gangster Puppy does go down. Just 3.31 meters. It's going to be closing in here. They are going to be able to carry on touching, but that is going to be it, ladies and gentlemen. CTB picking up the 3-2 victory there. The 2-1 series win. But ladies and gentlemen, commiserations to Outplay. They have put up quite a show.
Play of the game.
Hacksaw with play of the game here. Let's watch this. A good play from Hacksaw, finishing the stream off here. And that is going to be it for today. We've seen 2 forfeits, so that's a bit of a shame of a week. But 2 great series, including White Forest, CDTV, and Outplay and My Rage. Obviously, My Rage and CDTV picking up the wins. But I have been ZigZagSC, and this has been a great week 4 to the EU League. I hope to see you next week, and I will see you whenever I next see you.